Hey, it's me, Dr. Dog. I made this video in response to a bunch of emails from worried people concerning the 2012 December 21st end of the world controversy. So the people were emailing me and they were asking, is it real? Is the world truly going to end? And so I took a trip to the Mayan culture Wikipedia page, and I did a couple researches, and I think I came up with an answer. Now, okay. So the question is, will the world end on December 21st? And my answer to that: no. I do not believe that the world is going to end. For a couple reasons. One reason is that the Mayans were dumb. Okay, so they didn't have iPods or computers or technology. So how would they even know? How would they know that the world's gonna end? Do they just pick numbers out of a hat or something? Do they even have hats? See, I don't even know if they have hats. I feel like the only clothing they had was probably torn from the foreskin of a defeated enemy in their Mesoamerican ball game. I'm pretty sure that's all they wore. One of their ceremonial things is cut their dicks with a knife. So I don't know really how smart you think those kind of people would be. They didn't even have typewriters or anything. They didn't have pretty sure they didn't have MTV. So when they kind of start predicting the end of a world 1,000 years or so in advance, it just seems a little far-fetched, I mean, maybe if they're around in the 19th century or the 1900s, they could make a prediction and it would make sense, 2012. I mean, that's reasonable, but they had no clue what they were doing. They didn't have Yahoo. I know they didn't have Yahoo, that's for sure. So I mean, without the internet and technology, how would they know the world is going to end? It's just really questionable as to why. Now, why the controversy is so popular, I believe, is because last year a movie came out called 2012, which depicts a apocalyptic event in which the water sinks everything on Earth. That's probably why people think it's real, but the real myth also wouldn't work because the Mayans didn't take into account time zones. They didn't have time zones back then. But something else that how can they guess without time zones? They didn't predict time zones. Why didn't they predict time zones before they came out? If they're so smart. What about genetic modification? I didn't see Mayans, changing their baby's eye colors before birth. What about penicillin? Or yeah, they didn't have brain surgery either, so they would just break open your skull with a rock and that would be their brain surgery. So can we trust a bunch of uncivilized, uneducated Central American filth to predict the end of the world? I, Dr. Dog, believe not so. I believe we will wake on the morning of December 22nd, 2012, and there will be a new day free of this sort of irrational fear, and those who chose to believe in said myths and commit suicide or take place in suicide pacts, you know. As we always say down at the academy, it's like scrubbing the gene pool with the toothbrush, you know. You know, like some little pieces of shit you get off the side of the pool. Because sometimes like people come in and just like jump in the pool and like take a shit in it. You know, I watch the planets. I've watched the planets very well. They're a lot like humans. But you know, planets don't make shit up. Alright, that's all. Thanks for watching.